Hello everybody and welcome to the Flight Sim Deck. My name is Patrick and today we're going to be talking about how to make cinematic videos for flight simulation. Now I recommend you use either EasyDock or Chase Plane. I'm going to be using Chase Plane today, but either one will work the same, so don't worry about that. You just have to find the correct sliders to adjust these things. First slider you need to be cautious of is the speed of the panning for the keyboard, the left, right, up and down arrows, and then the mouse slider you need to also have very low. And the key to cinematic clips is just slow and smooth. You need to smooth out all panning to be smooth. So I'm going to speed up the keyboard panning, or slow it down a little bit now. And then right here we're moving to the left and I'm using the mouse to follow the plane, and that's, now we're moving down a little bit. And that is pretty much the key to doing it, is just slowing those two down. I like to move the mouse up and down a little bit to add a little simulated camera shake. But right now we're just moving up and we're following the plane, almost angling the mouse down. And this is where I would use the clip right here. If I was going to use this in a video, I would use this section right here of what we just did, how it's going above the plane and following it. And that stuff looks pretty good. And then you can get creative with it. You can just kind of come in here and aim at the ground and then come up. And right now the plane is making a turn, so we'll wait till it finishes that and I'll get back into it, because that's going to kind of mess up what we want to do. But yeah, basically any shot you take, just slow down the keyboard panning and the mouse panning, and you should be good to go. No matter what angle you get, just make sure you're doing those slow. And I'll show you an example of what I mean, of what happens when you don't do it slow, and the difference that it looks for the cinematic view. So right here we're going to try this again. Like I said, get creative. You can start from the top of the sky, you can start from the bottom, you can start from any direction you want. You can do anything you want, really, just make sure it's smooth. And as we pan up here, it kind of looks like the clips you see of planes like on an airline commercial where they show the plane at cruise. That's kind of what this style looks like. Now let me show you what happens when you speed it up. We'll move the keyboard back to default and the mouse back to default. And now when you pan around, you see how it's too fast and it's kind of just jerky with the camera movements? That's what you want to avoid, and that's why you want to slow these things down. Otherwise it will look like this. So now let's get back into, let's find an angle that we want here. See, it's just too fast here. Okay. So we're gonna put the keyboard at full speed to get where we want to go. I do this a lot. You can do this around airports, anything you want, to move around a lot faster. And then once you find the position that you like, you can slow it back down. So we're going to leave it at about 6 here and move the mouse back down to about 10. And now we're going to pan out. Now we can even go a little bit faster than this. This is more of a slow effect. It almost looks like it's stationary. But now we're starting to pan slowly up with the mouse. And that gives you a sense of movement. Plus with the clouds moving below. Let's speed up the keyboard just a little more. That was kind of too slow. This is about the speed you would want, and then just follow the plane with the mouse, maybe add a little shake like I said, and you'll have a nice looking clip. And again, this goes for everything. Just about every angle you would film. Apply those principles. Okay. Now, let's talk about one more thing that is also very important, and that is the zoom. Now when you zoom all the way out, it will give it a fisheye effect. Now fisheye is a lens that allows you to see more, and I grew up skateboarding and filming skateboarding, and we used the fisheye a lot to film each other, because skateboarding you film very low and you point up and you want to see things a lot more. But with this, you don't want to do that. You do not want the fisheye look, because if you have the zoom or the focal point all the way out and you move into the plane, see how the plane looks distorted, the wings look longer, the whole thing looks stretched. and that's what you want to avoid with the zoom. I see this happens to some people sometimes. Maybe they accidentally have it turned on, or they have the wide view aspect ratio on. Don't really want to use that for stuff like this. See, the plane just looks totally distorted, and this is another thing that can hurt your footage. So let's zoom out here and zoom in. Now this goes for everything too. The ground, everywhere you film, always make sure you have this adjusted properly. See how much nicer the plane looks now that we're zoomed in? It just looks more like an airplane, less stretched. And there you go. Alright guys, these are the two things I mainly wanted to cover today. I hope they help you. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. If there's anything else you would like to know, yeah, just leave me a comment and I'll look into it. But alright guys, like I said, I hope this was helpful to you, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.